Awu, mates. My name is Raus, and this is the first episode of Shelter Playthrough. That's a game I've been developing for a couple of years now, and I kind of assume that most of you who are going to be watching it have already played it, but I just find it really fun to watch other people reading it out loud, so I hope you'll have fun watching me struggle too. Uh, just a quick warning for those who haven't seen it yet. The story is kinda horny, but I'm going to be using a censored mode. Like here, you have a toggle to censor dong, censor text. So you won't be seeing any dongs in visuals. And if for some reason I decide to read out loud the actually naughty scenes, I'll turn this setting on as well. Which, well, have you have you watched The Good Place, the TV show? It's literally that. So this is going to be really fun to read. Actually, I have never read the censored naughty scenes yet, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, I'm still super new to this whole recording stuff, so please bear with me. I hope to keep getting better at it, and as I keep getting more comfortable with reading out loud and stuff, I'll be putting out more and more commentary in the meantime. Like I I'm recording this intro after recording the actual content. So if I remember correctly, the first half an hour is just me reading without any commentary. But then I thought that it would be interesting to mention some like little details on my creation process and stuff, since I feel that that's something that we don't see furry devs doing that often, at least not in videos. So yeah, I hope you'll have fun. If I remember anything, I'll probably edit that in, and in the meantime, enjoy. Cold, endless white, as far as the eye can see. A few years ago, in the midst of it all, we discovered something incredible. Unexplainable relics of an unknown past buried under the snow. Powerful magitech tools and fascinating structures we are struggling to understand. Ever since then, men from all around the continent have been gathering to uncover what's hidden here. Driven by curiosity and the promise of wealth, they put their lives on the line against the blizzards and the dangerous monsters living here, all in hope to claim this land's treasures. However, everything else we have found so far pales in comparison to our very first discovery. Our greatest treasure, the one that makes it all possible. Shelter, our new home. In the midst of this cold, endless white, as far as the eye can see, we found warmth. Oh, everyone! We're Bark! With loud, lively shouts, a group of canine warriors enters the tavern. All of the tavern's patrons turn to look at the entrance and they greet the newcomers with cheerful barks and howls. What a wonderful surprise! It's always a great occasion to celebrate when people manage to come back from their expeditions on those dangerous freezing wastelands outside. In the front of the group stands a big Tosa Inu dog, Teak, wearing a thick winter coat and and with a big backpack on his back. He laughs in high spirits. Ah, it's so great to be able to smell of those scents again. I missed you all, you stinky bastards. It was nothing but snow and wind outside for weeks, and monsters. But that's not all that you found, right, Lotik? From a seat a few tables away, a big husky waves at Teak, the traveler. Chief Rune! Come, drink with me. Tell me all about your trip. With a wide smile on his face and a vigorously wagging tail, Teak the traveler hurries to the husky stable. He is so excited that he bumps a few other dogs on his way with his backpack. One of them, a middle-aged terrier, spills his ale on himself. Hey, watch it, mutt! Teak turns to the other dog and gives an intimidating stare with a nasty growl. He is the biggest and the scariest dog in the room. You got a problem? The poor terrier puts his ears down flat and leans away terrified. I mean, you could be a little more... Speak up! That's not what I heard you say! Teak, not fighting in the tavern. Leave that for the training grounds. Spare the man's life like a good boy and sit down. Come on, buddy. Come here. He gives the terrier a stink eye with a quiet growl before he continues walking towards the husky. He takes his backpack off, sets it down on the floor by the bench, and sits down. His expression brightens up and his tail wags again as soon as he looks at Rune, the husky. Chief. Look at you. I see that everyone from your pack came back this time. That's amazing. Told you it would be fine. Yes. And it's all thanks to you, Chief. Your sword fighting lessons in these past few months have made all the difference. That saved my life when I got separated from my pack. A monster attacked me. But it was alone as well, so I managed to fight it off. All on my own. Really? All on your own? Aww, that's so nice, Teak. Our puppy is growing so fast. I knew you would do great out there. Ron leans over the table and pets the huge dog's head. There's so much mutual pride in that gesture. I could only do so well because you taught me well, Chief. And because I knew I had a place to come back to. Still, I wish you could be out there with us. I know you do, Teak, but I'm not going anywhere. My place is here, the shelter. A huge tin can full of dogs won't keep order on its own, right? Besides, I really don't care about the outside. I'm happy here. If you want to see my handsome face, you just have to come back here safely every time. As he says that, Ron leans over the table yet again and whoops, Teak's snoot. Both of them wag. How is it possible for two scar-faced beefcakes to be so adorable? I know, Chief. That's why I brought some gifts. I found a lot of stuff. I want you to have something. Oh. Teak opens opens his backpack and rummages through its contents. It takes him some time, and he gets increasingly frustrated as he takes out more and more items that he sets on the table. A sharpening stone, a flint, 2 spare torches, and then a bunch of relics. A knife with teeth on one side of the blade, a small cylindrical box with a display, a confusing long intricate stick, everything made of metal. I'm sure I had it here. I know I had it with me yesterday. Where the hell is it? He slams the table with his fist, making Run's mug of ale bounce up half a foot high. The husky grabs it midair and with inhuman precision swings it in an arc, catching all of the liquid back into the container before it splashes on the table. Then, yet another thing lands on the table, right in front of Teak. A bowl of steaming hot meat stew. Is this perhaps what you were looking for? Barry, sir! Is this? Oh, just some leftovers on the house. We're glad to see you back. I love leftovers. It's my favorite. Then knead up. I'll get some for the rest of your pack too. Wait, Barry, sir, please. I have something for you too. Oh. Teak grabs the knife by the edge and presents the handle end to Barry, the Saint Bernard dog. I found this knife. It's in really good condition. That's a really good knife, Teak. Are you sure? I can clearly smell some magic on it. I think it will do more good in your hands on your trips outside. No, not at all. I want you to have it. Your delicious cooking is one of the things I look forward to the most when I'm on my way back to shelter. That's something we can't have anywhere else in the world, and that's what gives us strength to push through the cold and come back every time. It's our oasis in the snow. If you really have no need for it, I understand. But if you can use it to make even more delicious food, then please take it. Clearly deep in thoughts, Barry stares at Teak, holding the magic blade with a face full of anticipation. The Saint Bernard opens his mouth to say something, but then he stops himself. He sighs and smiles instead. Of course I can still use it. This is a wonderful gift, Teak. Thank you. You're such a good boy. Let me know when you're done eating, and I'll get you seconds, okay? Barry takes the knife and rattles the top of Teak's head with fondness, while Ron sips from his mug with a wide grin. The 3 biggest dogs at the tavern together, showing affection and wagging with so much happiness. This is the kind of sight you can only witness here in shelter. So adorable! Big dogs are the best! Eventually, Barry leaves to tend to the other travelers. That leaves Teak with the still grinning Rune. So, one of the things you look forward to, eh? Huh? I wonder, what could be the one thing you look forward to the most, eh? Teak? Chief, what are you? Something or someone, eh? Don't worry about any gift for me. Most importantly, have you brought anything for him? Yeah, this weird beeping instrument here. But I'm waiting until later for Sky's. That's great! He's right here talking with your packmates. Hey Max! Max! Come here! Oh! Dude, no! Dick tries to stop Rune from shouting, but he's too late. Max, the Dachshund, is already on his way towards their table. Poor Dick. He looks like he's about to cry. With panic in his eyes, he first stares at the table with his packmates, then at Rune's face. All the while, the husky wags, clearly proud of himself. You really shouldn't have. You can thank me later. Now, work your charm for floppy ears. You got it. Oh, Dick! Welcome back! A short Dachshund with a loot on his back approaches Dick and Rune's table. Compared to Ron, Dick and Barry, Max is a much smaller dog. Still, he greets them with confidence and familiarity. Hey Max, thanks. I heard a lot about you. Your pack's been telling me all about your trip. Yeah. Wait, what did I tell you exactly? Dick tries to keep a smile on, but there's noticeable nervous twitching on his face. Is he worried about something? Well, like, they praised you a lot. You became more cooperative. You communicate with your packmates and you can reach compromises together. And you actually treat the other dogs with care and kindness. Dick's expression brightens up and his chest relaxes in a sigh of relief. I see. At least most of the time. Because I also heard how you separated from them over a petty fight and almost got everyone killed. They had to fend off a monster attack without you, the strongest fighter. Duke lost all of his tool and equipment, and Cooper got bitten 3 times. He lost a half of his tail. The big dog's smile drops instantly. His eye twitches and he gulps audibly. He tries to reply, but he looks away and stays silent. But then you returned and helped everyone. You shared your equipment with Duke and carried Cooper on your back all the way to shelter. And most importantly, you apologized. That doesn't make up for putting them in danger in the first place, but it takes a big heart and a lot of courage to voice out remorse. They want to give you another chance. They like having you around. Max wags his tail and he presents his clenched fist to Dick. I'm proud of you, Dick. I always knew you were a good dog. Dick looks up with a renewed sparkle in his eyes. He smiles and bumps Max's tiny fist with his massive gloved one gently. Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. You know, Dick has a gift for you, Max. You two should totally hook up. What? A gift? Really? Yeah. I wanted to wait for Skies Ablaze tonight to give it to you. That's why we hurried back here today. But I guess now is as good as time as any. Dick grabs another one of the relics of the table. This time it's the cylindrical box with a small display. He huffs at it a couple times and wipes with his sleeve to make it shine. He offers it to Max. Oh, it's just a little piece of junk, nothing much. But I hope you'll like it. Max stares at it for a moment and then gets a hold of it gently. He looks it over from all sides. It's really pretty. What does it do? You see these little knobs? Press this one, or any of these. Look! It plays notes! Oh wow! It makes sounds like the displays by the doors around the shelter, but this is portable. Max is having a blast, mashing the buttons on his new toy, and Tick evidently enjoys watching him. The big dog wags, and a smile full of pride is plastered over his muzzle. You like it? Tick, this is amazing! This is an instrument of the ancients! Max puts the box back down on the table and gives Tick a big hug. Or at least as big as he can. Even with wide open arms, he can barely reach over both of Tick's shoulder. Yeah, it isn't as clearly reflected by the proportions of the sprites, but if it was to be turned into an anime, Max would be much shorter than Tick, and Tick's head probably shouldn't be even visible. But Tick, I don't have anything to give you back. Sorry, I need some water. It's okay. You've been helping me so much. You fixed all of the stuff that I broke in the past, like that chair and those two doors. And I love your songs. You are the only one who can play music here. You should have it. If you can make more beautiful songs with this instrument, then that's going to make everyone at Shelter happy. Just like Boris cooking. You're an amazing musician, and I want to see your talent bloom. Max stands with his arms crossed and laughs with a little blush. Oh no. I'm really nowhere near amazing yet. I'm barely a beginner. And I'm not humble bragging, I really am. I'm only dexterous with my hands because I grew up with cats. I'm still learning actual music. Well, I like it. I've been humming your melodies during the whole trip. Really? What? Tick. Well, before you set off to your next trip out, come find me in my room anytime. I can play for you. How's that for a payback? Yeah, Tick likes it. Tick freezes for a moment, then laughs nervously and tugs at the collar of his thick coat. Oh boy, is it me or is it hot here? Of course it is, it's shelter. It's always warm here. Warmed up by the power of everyone's heart. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna... The big dog takes off his gloves in a hurry and starts unbuttoning his coat. After a moment, everyone's graced with the sight of his powerful musculature. Whew. Oh boy. much better. Oh no, Tick! You're wounded. This? Nah, this is nothing. You should have seen me in that fight. The puny monster tried to have a taste of my iron muscles, but instead I fed it a mouthful of my iron... steel? Yeah, my steel! So, Max, how about you sit down with me? I can tell you everything. Hey! The big dog pats at the spot at the bench beside him, but he gets interrupted by an old blue healer leaning between him and Max to examine the relics on the table. Blue healer is also called an Australian cattle dog, not to be mistaken with Australian shepherd. They are nothing alike, as you will find out later. Also, I still don't know how to pronounce that chant. Max's breed. Hey! Thistle! Sir! Go away! Maybe I overacted it a bit. Barry said you are giving stuff away. Where's my gift? Why do you assume I brought you anything, you crazy old dog fart? Thistle, the old blue healer dog, raises his wooden walking cane and bonks stick on top of his head, making a dull sound, like a coconut. The pain doesn't make Tick flinch, but there's anger rising in his eyes. His chest heaves and he lets a growl rumble in his throat. In the meantime, Ron takes the opportunity to snatch Max's new toy to play with it himself. Seriously, Ron? That's not the way to speak to elders, pup! Thistle leans forward toward Tick's face so close that their snoots are almost touching. That reckless Jesus. Oh god. I write words that I often don't know how to pronounce. This is going to be fun. That reckless... Not geezer. Let's go with more safer word one. That reckless geezer. He's going to get his whole head bitten off. And don't pretend you didn't bring me anything. I know you did. You like me. Thistle winks with a smile and puts his hand on top of Tick's head to pet the spot he just hit. Tick's expression slowly melts down from fury into a glare of annoyance and disgust. He takes another relic from the table and shoves it into Thistle's hands. It's a long, intricate metal pole with a bunch of confusing parts. Thistle looks it over from all sides, fascinated. What could it be? It's a... Oh, I know what it is. It has the perfect length and a firm handle. It's a walking cane. Yes, but that's not all. You see this weird tube on the side? Try looking through it. Huh? No, the other end. Here, look. I got it. Holy moly! It enlarges things. Inconceivable! With its new walking cane awkwardly nested over his shoulder, the old man looks all around the tavern through the tube on the side of the cane. He laughs like a child while pointing at the faces of the dogs around him. Chief, I can count your whiskers! That's cool, but get it off my face. I wonder what this part does. Thistle puts his hand on the weird curved trigger placed on the other side of the tool, still aiming at Rune's face, he pulls the trigger. By the way, I love this background that I drew in the past. It took me like half a week to make, and some people really like the background doggos here. Right now they are nothing but background, but with my tendency to turn in all like many background characters into fleshed out characters with backstories and personalities and all, it's quite possible that I'll just turn this boy, for example, into a proper boy. I don't remember what breed he was. But yeah, anyway, still aiming at Rune's face, he pulls the trigger, but nothing happens. Oh, that does nothing. But you can twist these bits in the tube to make things appear smaller or larger. I see. Silly ancients. A looking glass on a walking cane. Who would have thought? They really were a bunch of mad geniuses, weren't they? You're having fun with this thing, huh? I don't know how attached you are to your old wooden cane. It's probably an item of sentimental value, but still... Oh no, you can have that piece of junk. This is much better. Thistle puts his new walking cane on the ground and pauses with it. Weirdly, it suits him, I think? Max! Look! Listen! Wow! It plays on its own! How did you do that? I just pushed a bunch of these knobs at random. If you figure it out, you can probably make it play all kinds of different notes. It plays at perfectly even intervals. This is going to be so helpful when I practice my sense of rhythm. This is amazing! Max, you can add this instrument to your songs. Yeah, I'm already getting some ideas. Let's see. Max takes his lute off his back and starts trying some random chords and melodies. At first, nothing seems to fit, but with more experimentation, he manages to harmonize his playing with the monotonous beeping of the box. Samoyed. I think this is a Samoyed. Yeah. All the while, Tick is staring at him fascinated. Both of them are talking with so much happiness. Taken so much happiness out of that little gizmo. Finally, Max stops and puts his lute back on his back. I love it! I'm going to have so much fun with it. Thank you again, Tick. I hoped you would like it. Of course, this is amazing. So, Rune, how do you make it go quiet again? Let's see. Rune takes the box and starts pushing the buttons one after another. He looks like he does it at random again. All the while, he gives up. After a while, he gives up and puts it back on the table. Oh, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. That's your field, Max. You better find a way or it's going to drive everyone insane. Max, you have the best notes in the whole shelter. Can't you figure it out? I mean, yeah. I can smell mana on it. A few different types of it. Definitely feline. this one... That's ungulate. Yeah. Weirdly, a lot of native English speakers don't know this word. It's a group of animals with hooves, like horses, pigs even. Like anything that has hooves, it's an ungulate. But that's all I can tell. I can't actually read the display. Only the humans can. The humans? Huh? We should ask Luke then. I still haven't got you your drink anyway, Teak. No need to call the human. We can figure it out on our own. He's probably busy anyway. Nonsense! He's been standing behind the bar, polishing the same mug for 10 minutes, and started staring at us like a creep. As he always does. Thistle waves at me with a cheerful grin. And I'm going to take a break. Okay, I made a short break to let my throat rest. Let's continue. I am going to ignore them. I trail my sight away from them and pretend I don't notice Thistle waving at me. It would be somehow weird to admit that I was staring and eavesdropping all this time from behind the bar, even though it's kinda true. Oh, maybe he wasn't paying any attention to us after all. Nah, he definitely was. How do you know? I just do. I know him too well. Well, it must be so awkward to be caught red-handed and called out on stalking. Truly shameful. I would be so embarrassed. I think he's just shy, that's all. I'm not shy. I'm ignoring you all. See? He was listening. Told you. Look! Look! His skin is getting red. Does that mean... Is he getting a kick out of it? Do all humans like public humiliation? That's... No! I'm not! Okay, I am getting embarrassed now, happy? Humans don't always blush from arousal. Do you guys want some drinks or not? 4 marks for me, if you could. I give the old dog a glare with a very long sigh. And I can't help but laugh. They are all being dumb, but that's all in good spirit. I love them for that. Sure. Coming right up. I take the mug, and I take the mug I was polishing all this time, and I fill it to the brim. This one is for Teak. I mean, all of my mugs are clean, but I feel this one is somehow special just because I was wiping it for so long. I grab 3 more mugs and fill them up with ale as well. I grab all 4 of them and take them to the table with the dogs. As soon as I put them down, Thistle and Max grab theirs and start sipping. Wow, they were thirsty, huh? Ron finishes his previous mug and hands it to me empty. Then he starts sipping on the fresh one. Teak doesn't touch his. Welcome back, Teak. You should eat the stew that Barry brought you. It's getting cold. I will eat it when I want to. Do you want me to warm it up for you? I reach out to grab the bowl, but Teak snarls so fiercely I jump away. Then he grabs a spoon and starts stuffing himself with the stew in such a hurry that the bowl gets emptied before I even have the time to regain my composure. Teak pushes the empty bowl in my direction while wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. Here, now go away. Sure. Wait, look, before you go. Take a look at it for us, would you? The beeping box? Yes! Come on, sit down with me. Rune tugs at my sleeve and urges me to sit down. When I take my seat by the husky, he pushes the box in front of me. Thistle and Max sit down too, in front of us on Dick's bench. They stare at me full of anticipation. Can you do it? Yeah, I think so. What do you want me to find out? Well, for now, just see how to turn it on, turn it off and back on. And I can, anything, blah. And if it can play different sounds. Yes, something like a trumpet. I like trumpets. Why do you think it can blow a trumpet? Who knows? The relics are mysterious. Yeah, why not? See if it can play different sounds. And maybe if we can adjust the rhythm. Got it. Just give me a few moments and I'll find out where I can. Well then... guys, stop staring at me, please. That's weird. Isn't that what you do all the time yourself? Okay, yeah, true. But still, talk between each other if you want. This might take me a while. I take the beeping box in my hands. It's smooth and cold to the touch. I look at its display on the front, but I can't really read it either. At least, not just like that. There is a trick to it. Every race is born with certain abilities. Like canines can sense the presence of other creatures. That's a versatile ability with a variety of uses, like tracking a location of the prey or coordinating maneuvers with other pack members, with thoughts alone. Abilities like that are fueled by energy produced inside one's body. We call it mana. Wherever there's conscious life, there's also mana. In the air, in the ground, every living being that is capable of thoughts expels mana into the environment, and every species produces a different type of it. That's a wide topic to cover, but the most important part is that the relics we find around here are tools that run on mana. The display here is the same. It takes that life energy and burns it to display symbols hidden to the naked eye. And the ability of the human race is to see all mana. Look! He's doing it! My surroundings seem to lose all color except for the sources of mana. Every canine in the tavern appears to me as burning torches of red, and the long, bright cables remind me of... See? I told you there is that weird glint in his eyes when he does that. You just have to look closely. Look! From this angle! Whack. No, I didn't manage to whack him. Rune, my friend, could I have some space, please? I need to concentrate. Of course, just tell me, how does my hand look to you now? And he puts his big doggy paw right on my face. He is basically covering all of my vision. Yeah, I just love the simplistic effects. Bonk. Stop that! I have to concentrate. It's already tiring enough as it is. It's like as tiring on my mind as fast-paced running is on my body. But I love running. I can run all day long. I just. I put my hand on his shoulder and tried to push him away from me with all my strength. But he's so heavy he doesn't even budge. And I end up sliding on the bench, pushing myself away from him at my arm's length. Oh well, I guess that works too. Max, could you... Sure, look. Next time anyone tries to disturb you, I'll bonk them for you. With Thistle's old but still sturdy wooden cane. Thanks. Well then. I concentrate and activate mana vision again. No more wasting time. I have to deal with this thing quickly while the dogs still behave. So, the box, huh? Let's see. The box is smooth and cold to the touch. It weighs maybe around 1 kilogram. The cylinder is made out of 3 main compartments and there's a glass display with a bunch of little buttons on the front. Those metal compartments look like containers for 3 different kinds of mana, and the display part probably contains controls of the flow between each of them. There are a few wires connecting the parts. They are so bright that it's really hard for me to tell apart the colors of each wire right now. The thing that bugs me the most is the type of parts used. That's a lot of mana stored. I've seen parts like these in powering units of some of the bigger machines around shelter. That's weird for just a beeping box. What could that be? I look at the front of the box again and examine the glass display. Now that I can see mana, the symbols on it are revealed. It's on some kind of a countdown. The buttons are a simple set of 10 digits plus a few more for navigating the menu. The display itself shows a countdown and a few extra symbols. I try pushing each button, but nothing changes on the display. I'm unable to change in any way whatever Rune set with his random button passion. The countdown keeps going, making a beep with each passing second. What's going to happen when the countdown reaches 0? Will it just go quiet again? However, those mana storage compartments are really bugging me. A simple effect like this shouldn't require that much power. Whenever anyone starts a fresh playthrough of Shelter, seeing the reaction to the countdown is one of my favorite moments to witness. From the construction of the box, I can guess that the base for the effect is purple mana, the color of the ungulate races. The red and orange correspond to canine and feline mana respectively. Hey guys! Does any of you know what's the ungulate spell that uses canine and feline? Huh? That would be... I know! That's Breath of Kolkis! A massive explosion of scorching hot purple flames, hot enough to melt stone and steel. I once fought a bull general who wielded that magic. Truly devastating. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. We lost so many good boys in that battle. We did, but we won in the end. Nothing can waver canine bravery and unity. Even against an enemy who could incinerate a whole platoon with a single magic breath, we stayed united and remained victorious. Well, Why look? Why are you asking? My hands start sweating as I hold the box and stare at the countdown on the display. Somehow, the box seems much heavier now than it felt before. Could it really be it? An explosion magic? This is bad. Really bad. Now I have some idea what the box's true nature might be, but what should I do? Should I tell the others? Deep breath, deep breath. Panic! This is a bomb! Huh? What? That's bullshit! This is a musical instrument, not a... No! It's a bomb! It is about to explode! Ah! In panic, Rune grabs the box and slams it into the floor with full force. To everyone's dread, he reaches for the handle of his sword. Rune, no! Stupid dog! As Rune swings his blade, I leap and cover the bomb with my own arm. The edge of the sword comes to a full stop, so close to the skin that it actually cuts the hair on my forearm. Look, move. We have to destroy it. You idiot! If you cut it all, you will set it off. Then what will we do? Take it outside, now! There's no time. Look, what is the commotion? Barry, give me your knife, please. And Max, here. I grab the bomb and toss it to the Dutch hound. He stares at me wide-eyed. In the meantime, Barry hands me the knife and he got from Tick and looks at us confused. Max, strip the cables. Which one connects to the blasting caps? While everyone in our group is shaken in obvious panic. Oh, it's really getting close. Max is the only one who manages to regain his composure. He nods and brings the box closer to his nose. Everyone stares at him in silence as he inspects it with short sniffs and his eyes closed. This one and... And so, Shelter's story ends. The end. Explosion! Yeah, and there's no way to go back to the menu. But there is something very edgy here. The Barker's Corner. Who could this be? Who dares approach me in this darkness? Oh, it's just you. Did you screw up and need guidance? Or was your curiosity proven stronger than your compassion? Whatever the case may be, welcome to the Darkest Corner. The place between the canon and the meta. Don't take anything in this place too seriously. There is no deeper meaning to what happens here. Just a bit of extra filler for the completionists. You may be wondering, who is this incredibly cool, mysterious black wolf, and can I date him? Well... No! You can't date me! Hands off me! My name is Alan E. Wolf, and you are going to meet me very soon. Just finish the damn introduction without dying first. Somehow, I feel we are going to meet here many times. Well, that's not completely a bad thing, though. Sometimes you may even unlock something special by coming here. So, with the introductions out of the way, how the hell did you manage to make it blow up? Seriously, there was more than enough time. This time, this is the truth. I'm sorry. I tried my best. Yeah, to be to be completely honest with you, that timer was set up to be way more than enough for like normal reader's speed of reading, but nowhere near enough for reading it out loud. So it makes it extra amazing to see people on first time playthroughs freak out about that. But I tried my best. If this is your best, then we really are doomed. Whatever. Try again. There is no way that even you can fail it for the second time. Just don't make it blow up again on purpose. You'll get no extra content by dying a game the same way. I'll see you later. Awoo. And what could this be? My greatest creation, probably. So, you unlock the gallery with a whole bunch of sections, and one of the sections is to do, which basically shows you how much you have spent playing in total. Shows you all of the bad endings, the darkest corners that you have seen so far, and something very mysterious hidden in the game. And this section gives you hints how to see all of the important content. There's a lot. And in specific, how to reach those bad endings and to find some mysterious figure. At one point during the early morning scene, a mysterious figure will appear behind one of the pillars. Click it. If you can't find him, look for a screen containing the bit of script shown below. I know! That's Breath of Colchis! So, we could look for it as we go back to try our hand again at disabling the bomb. Better luck next time. Just a little quick sip of water. There's a music gallery. Oh, all of the music is original, and half of the soundtrack is made by me. And I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, I got my water. Also, you have sections for items. When you hover over stuff, you get some little bits of lore. The same for locations. There's a lot of locations group. Events. Okay then, let's try again. Actually didn't save, but that's fine. We have instant skipping. And it is going to stop at any time we encounter a new line or something. We could try to wave back instead this time. I put up a forced smile and waved back from behind the bar, glaring at Thistle. Stupid old dog, you didn't have to put it like that. Even though it's kind of true. Look! Look! 1, 2, 4 max of booze here. Ooh! I sigh and smile again, this time genuinely. Sure, coming right up. I take the mug and I was polishing all this time and I fill it to the brim. This one is for Teak. I mean, yeah. So, the skip button is not grayed out anymore. So we have seen this part. We can skip. I think the next choice is going to be bonk or not bonk room. We could try not bonking him and see what happens. Yeah. So he will ask us to see how his paw looks. Little cute doggy paw. It's red. Also warm and smells surprisingly clean. Of course! We Huskies are a very clean clan. Here in the shelter, I've been taking baths twice a day. Good for you. Can I get back to work now? Using this ability drains me. Just one more second, please. Here! He gets his face right in front of mine again, and this time he opens his maw wide. He points at it. Harlotta! Let's be patient with our husky friend. Your maw is red too, but much brighter. Also, how do you get your breath to smell so fresh? You have to tell me all of your secrets later. Wouldn't be much of a secret if I told just everyone. But sure, I can make an exception for you, mate. Although, mate, you already smell amazing. Very strong and manly. I can always tell if you're around or not before I even enter the tavern. The other dogs are nodding. Oh no. I start raising my shoulder to stiff myself, but I stop. Stupid canine noses. They're always making me paranoid about my hygiene. Thanks, I guess. So, can I get back to... Wait! Just one more! Rune! I'm going to run out of my magic juices if I don't get to the box soon. I swear this is the last one. I promise. Husky's word. Please look. And he starts unbuckling the belt on his trousers. Huh? Where is he? Chief, are you serious? Let him do it. The belt comes off and he starts pulling down the zipper in the front of his pants. Yeah, a very important thing about playing shelter is that not doing anything when you get a timer is one of the choices, and all often brings you to some especially interesting outcomes. So don't treat those as something that you always need to succeed at. Failing at shelter is one of the elements of playing it, in my humble opinion. Screw it, just let it happen. The husky puts his pants down just enough for me to see his junk in mana vision. I really hope I still have that sensor enabled. Emma, do I? Yes, thank God. Oh boy! It's a very nice heavy set of sheath and balls with a thick layer of soft looking fur. They just lie there shamelessly between his thighs, thick thighs, and I have a clear view on them. And you can too if you download the game and play like dog intended without YouTube sensor. I've seen it once or twice in the past, but never in my crowded tavern, and never in Mana Vision. And the smells. Ooh, the smells. So, how does it look? Is it all extra red too? Well, oof. Yes it is. Super duper red. What about my clan jewels? That's very red too. Your sack kinda looks like it holds two glowing gems. Really bright. That's interesting. Aha! I told you, old man. Mana is stored in the balls. Fine, fine. You were right and I was wrong. I owe you a drink or wherever. Were you two making stupid bets again? One of many. Don't worry about that, human. You still have the box to examine. Sure, but just so you know, be aware that the mana is stored all across the body, and to me it looks the brightest in the head and the chest. Oh, really? You hear that, Chief? That's because it's made there, but then it travels down and gets stored in the balls. That's I want to say nonsense, but I actually can say for sure. See? He's saying he doesn't know. That doesn't mean you're right. Can we just get to the fucking box already? I don't know, Ron. Do you want me to examine the knot too? Human! Nah, I'm good for now. Continue. Zip! Hang out with Ron at noon unlocked. Yep. We are going to have something interesting unlocked for the noon after for the noon time zone. I wonder if I should record it though. I'll think about it. Possibly all uncensored. I actually have an additional sensor just for that is going to come handy. Did any of you play The Good Place and the censorship there? I implemented exactly that for shelter. But we are playing without this for now. We are going to turn it on when I get to naughtier scenes. So it still abides by YouTube rules. Well then, let's get to work. Skip is white. We can skip. If you hold control, you skip it like this. And also, did you hear a very manly edgy awoo just now? Yeah, it played exactly at the line that we had in our to-do list hint. So that signifies that somewhere in this scene, someone is hidden, someone who wasn't here before, someone hiding. And when you find him, you unlock additional stuff for the gallery. Yeah. So it's basically where is Waldo, or how we call it in Poland, gdzie jest Wally, where is Wally? But with gay dogs instead, or a wolf. Let's continue. This time, how about we don't panic? What's the worst that could happen? We already saw the worst, right? No, I need to calm down. There's still enough time. I can deal with this. This is not the first time we are dealing with dangerous relics. If only I could sever the connection between the control panel and the blasting section. We can disarm it. Do any of you have a knife? Um, a knife? I have a sword? That's too big. I need something to cut some of these cables. What? Why would you... No! That's enough! Give it back! I'm not letting you ruin my gift. Dick leans over the table and rips the box off my hands. He puts it in front of him on the table and glares at me. I don't have time for this. Dick, give it back. You don't know anything about this box. You have no idea what it is. Yeah, I don't. I'm a canine, not a human, like everyone here. But it doesn't mean you own everything we don't understand. Huh? What is he? We really don't have time for this. With each passing beep, we are one step closer to the bomb blowing everyone up. I can't help but feel offended by Dick's attitude, though. Seriously, what the hell are you on about? What have I even done to you? You think you are so special just because you are the only human here? You think we need you? We don't. Everyone here would be better off if... Dick, shut up! I'll be back in a moment. I stand up and lean in towards Max to whisper to him. Max, just like me, is experienced in dealing with the relics, so I trust him to not panic when I tell the truth about the box. He helps me a lot around shelter with all kinds of machinery. Plus, he has the best nose in the whole shelter. He is the only one who can sniff out the cables connecting to the blasting cap in the limited time we have. Yeah, I googled up a little bit about how to disable bombs and that, and also like one of the things was disconnect cables, the blasting cap, whatever exactly that is. Max goes, Nani? He nods in understanding. I nod back and hurry towards the kitchen to grab a knife. On my way, I see Barry. He seems to be in an especially good mood. Oh, look. I was about to call you. We have a lot of work to do. In a moment. I need to deal with something quickly. Can I have your knife? Oh, of course. Here. Dick gave it to me. Such a nice gesture. I know there is magic on it. Can you examine it sometime? Sure, but not right now. I really need to hurry. Oh, and see if Dick finished his stew so I can... I take the knife from Barry and rush back before he has a chance to give me any further reply. When I get back to Max's table, he's the one holding the bomb, and he sniffs it all over. Dick sits quietly and avoids my gaze. I'm not going to be able to make it. I should decide if I should be the one to disarm the bomb or Max. He is going to be involved in it anyway. Even if I am the one doing the cutting, he will still guide me to where to slice. If that's the case, maybe I should just let him handle everything. Can I trust him to keep his mind cool and his hand steady? Disarm the bomb. Yeah, let's do it. Do it, Max. Do it! I put the knife on the table in front of Max. It's better if he is the one doing the cutting, not me. And so Shelter's story ends, yet again. At least we are going to get to see Mr. Wolf once again. And we can say that we wanted to see what happens. I was really curious what happens when the countdown hits 0. I know you were. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. I got to see you. Blush. You. Oh, I love him. He's one of my greatest creations. Whatever, go away. Don't make it blow up the next time. You will get no extra content by dying again the same way. That is not necessarily true, but I will see you later. So we got a crystal for our mysterious figure that we found. And we got a hint for the next one. So when we get to this part, we are going to get another edgy awoo. So then we will know to look for our mysterious man. And the thing that we unlocked by finding the mysterious figure so we can look at all the doggo sprites that you unlock as you play the game. There are a couple characters, actually like 20 more characters that are not here. Maybe I'll put them in sometime. In the meantime, we got the bio unlocked along with the full name of everyone. And as you keep finding the mysterious figures, you unlock their exact breeds, age, all of the details. The next bit of info I'll probably add is going to be a summary of their tragic backstory and likes, dislikes. Okay, enough dicking around. Let me just sip a little bit more water and let's save the doggos finally and wrap up the introduction. Wave to them. Sorry, Rune. So, if you let Max handle it, you don't have any control over what happens to the bomb. So, how about we disarm it on our own instead? Eh? I'll take it from here. Okay. There you go. Yellow and blue connect to the blasting cap. You need to cut yellow, then blue, in that order. And this is randomized, by the way. In your playthrough, it's... well, there's like 80% chance for you to get a different combination. So don't skip reading. Read it. But it's still going to be repeated later, I guess. Why are you kids being also secretive? Secretive. Is something wrong with the box? No, everything is okay. You'll find out in a moment. Oh, secrets. I like secrets. Well, I'm sure this one will blow you away. Please don't say that, Luke. Yeah, Max knows. We told him. I get my face and the tip of the knife closer to the box. I need to keep my hands steady and make correct cuts or my stupid joke will become reality. Max said to cut yellow first, right? Then blue. it is going to be a bit tricky to get to the blue. Okay then, let's do it. Please, be right, Max. Oh yeah. What if he's not right? I grit my teeth and let's click the correct cable to cut, which is yellow. At least if we trust Max. Let's trust him. Phew! Nothing happened. Both me and Max make a quiet gasp of relief. He quickly grabs the endings of the severed cable and keeps them secured apart. We can't let two different cables connect, or that could set the bomb off. I take a moment to calm down. Just one more cable. I got this. It's it was white, right? Okay. Before we cut the white, how about a word from our sponsor, Defuel? No, I have a merch shop with pillows and very nice shirts with embroidered logo. I'll put the link in the description if anyone would like to take a look, and also I'll check out in my video editing software if I'll be able to put some graphics on it. If not, just go to the link below and check out if you want to get something like the shirt. Like the shirt is the most popular so far, and yeah, like the logo feels nice, and also it's very inconspicuous. You can wear it and normies won't be able to tell that you're wearing a gay furry porn visual novel merc, so I highly recommend it. Let's get to cutting. So it was the blue. I sliced the second cable. We are still alive. Okay. Maybe try sniffing again now, just to be sure. There's no connection anymore. Do you think it's safe? Well, we're about to find out. Boom! No, just joking. It worked! As expected, the countdown finishes and stops at 0 without activating. After a moment, an error message pops up. Both me and Max sigh in relief. Wow! Good job, Luke! You're welcome. I almost pissed myself. So, what was it? What was it? Spill the beans, human. What exactly was that box? Okay, just don't freak out. Remember when I asked you about that explosion spell, Breath of Cold Kiss? Judging by the construction of the box and the types of mana stored, I brought the bomb with me and it was about to explode, right? You could have just told us that, but not keep us in the dark. Teak stands up and walks away towards the table with his traveling pack. Max looks at him with worry in his eyes. Sorry guys, I'll catch you later. He grabs his and Teak's mugs and goes to the same table to join them. In the corner of my eye, I can see Max handing Teak his mug and chatting him up. Regardless of anything he said to me, I hope he is not beating himself over this accident. Only Rune Me and Thistle remain at the table. I finally look at their faces. They look. Well, I didn't expect a reaction like that, but maybe I should have. That's hilarious. This morning is getting better and better. Why? What happened? Uh, you see, Barry, they gave Max a Hagen bomb as a gift. And it almost blew up in our faces. What? If it wasn't for Luke and Max, we would be all dead now. Nani? Look, why didn't you evacuate everyone? I don't know. I was confident we could deal with it. That's not the first time we dealt with something like that. I mean, why make everyone panic needlessly? Besides, tonight we are setting the skies ablaze. What's a single bomb compared to that? Barry looks around the tavern, deep in thoughts, unconvinced. However, after a few moments, we get a new song piece playing, and a gentle smile appears back on his muzzle. I look in the direction he's staring at. Teak is making a toast with his pack. All of them are cheering and laughing along with Max. They act like the whole bomb incident never happened. All of the other dogs in the tavern are in high spirits too. You know, I feel like I should be mad at you, but you're right. Today is the day for Teak and everyone to be happy. That's what's important. Maybe you acted a bit reckless, but you did the right thing, Luke. Good boy. Barry puts his big hand on my head and gives it a couple gentle pats. I blush a little from those compliments. Just make sure it doesn't blow up randomly, okay? Put a lock on it or something. I have to go back to the kitchen for now. Okay, grab me the tape for the cables while you're there, could you? On the bottom shelf. Barry nods and walks away with his big fluffy tail wagging gently. He is generally the one who's the most down to earth among the dogs, and the one most prone to worry. But it looks like he's learned to take things a bit easier recently. I guess he had to. Shelter is a chaotic and unpredictable place. Incidents like these one pop up all the time. Well then, a lock, huh? I'm getting a bit exhausted, but I need to push myself to see the mana once more. Whew. Okay. The countdown finished and the display shows an error. That's good. I closed that prompt and browsed through the menus to look for the code lock option. I've dealt with interfaces like that already. It should be... Aha! Input PIN, 4 digits. What code should I input? I hope I won't forget. Look! Even when I test shelter, I always forget about this. Ow, ow, ow! I raise my head just in time to be hit by the roll of tape thrown to me across the tavern by Barry. My poor face. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Luke! It's fine, it's fine. Ouch. I give him a thumbs up with a smile. Even smiling hurts now. But that's not Paris' fault. I should have reacted faster. Instead of worrying about my face, I focus on securing the bomb. I unroll the tape and insulate the ends of the cut cables, one after another. 1 cable, 2 cables, 3 cables. I hum to myself and take a moment to admire the death box that almost blew all of us up. I kinda like its design. You look like you're having so much fun with it. Do I? You sure do. You have that damn smile plastered over your flat human muzzle. I mean, yeah, I find these things fascinating. Someone in the past found a way to put powerful magic into a little box like this. This thing could have blown all of us up. But it's also thanks to the same kind of technology that we got shelter. I want to discover all of its secrets and share those wonders with you all. Isn't it the same for all of you? For Teak and everyone? All of us, for different reasons, are brought together by the curiosity of this magic tech one way or another. It can be dangerous, sure, but that's exactly why we need to understand it. And while I'm at it, why not have fun? I hand the safe and secured box over to Rune. Here, it should be kinda safe now. Could you take it to the vault? Sure can! I'm just gonna have one more Margot Ale and I'll be on my way. Awesome. Just don't forget, okay? It's still potentially dangerous. I don't want it lying around. Got it. Leave it to me. I'm definitely not going to forget to take it to the vault. Ask his word. Yeah, I trust you, Ron. My man. Look! Could we have 6 more refills here? And I will have one as well, if you don't mind. I'm still way too sober for my liking. Suddenly, more and more dogs at the tavern start raising their hands and asking for drinks and food. Were they waiting for me to finish with whatever I was doing with the box? Sure, I'm on it. Just I try to stand up in a hurry, but my vision is covered by bright sparks and my head feels heavy. I flop back down on the bench. Huh? I might have overdone it with the mana vision. Look! Sorry. I rise up again, slower this time, and walk to the bar. I'll be fine as long as I pace myself. As I start filling the mugs, I hear some new voices at the entrance of the tavern. Another group of adventurers has returned. Just like with Teak's group, the newcomers are greeted with cheerful barks, howls, and celebrations. This is going to be a busy morning, huh? Isn't that exactly what you want? Huh? I turn my head and see a black cloaked figure sitting by the bar and smoking. It's Alan. Well, initially he was my D&D character. I built him over all of the most infamous D&D tropes. So he's a rogue, edgelord, loner, and with a very tragic backstory, by the way. And the other players started to call him Alan right away, and the first session was spent on me correcting them. It's not Alan, it's Aelon. But that's something that doesn't translate into a visual novel. pure text. So pronounce him however you want. I often pronounce him as Alan as well. It's Alan. Our local... Let's pronounce him as Alan maybe. It's Alan. Our local rogue edgelord wolf. I didn't even realize he was here. He is as good at stealthing as ever. How about you join them? Make some friends, you know? Alan inhales the smoke and blows it out slowly. I am a lone wolf. I have no need for friends. What I have a need for is some booze to drink my sorrows away. You didn't come to my table to serve me. How about the next time you simply call me or something? I can never notice when you come. Too much stealth in stealth rolls. I hand him over the first mug I fill. He, in turn, looks at me with his blood-red eye. That is not the rogue's way. And he takes a sip. And I'll take a sip as well. Alan is a weird one. He is a relatively new addition to shelter from a few months ago. Nobody knows what his deal is. He always sits at the table in the darkest corner in the tavern, and he doesn't interact with the other dogs. I think I am the only one he is willing to talk with at all. Maybe because I'm not a canine. I don't know. Come to think of it, isn't tonight your first skies ablaze since you joined? I'm surprised you came here today at all. I would have thought that you would rather avoid big social events. I assure you, I have no interest in your damn celebrations. Alan grabs the mug and takes another long sip. Oh, come on! Admit it, you want to have fun with everyone tonight. No need to be shy about that. Alan glares at me with his one eye and groans. You wouldn't understand my motives. Not yet, at least. He grabs his mug and walks back to his dark corner. So mysterious. Ooh. I chuckle and get back to filling the mugs. By the way, good job. He would say something different here, depending on what other choices you would have made. But I'll let you find out on your own. Huh? And he's gone. That was weird. I can never tell what's going on in his head. Then again, that's nothing new. Alan has been acting weird ever since he came here. But honestly, I don't think he's a bad person. Actually, I suspect he exaggerates his cool and cryptic act a bit for the show sometimes. I like him how he is though. I like every dog in the shelter. Dick, Rune, Max, Whistle, Barry, Alan, Cooper, Mate, Chan, King. Oh, there are so many dogs. And they are all dear to me. Diesel's such a nice... Dandelion even. Shelter is full of all different kinds of dogs, and all of them are welcome here. This place gathers all those misfits, and I believe it changes them for the better. Take Tick for an example. When he first came here, he used to be an unstable, angry asshole, hostile to everyone around. He used to be dangerous to approach. But now, he sits at the same table with the dogs of smaller breeds, laughs, cracks jokes, shows off, like a completely different person. As I look at them, I can't help but smile myself. This place, as a whole, has really grown over the years. Just like every individual dog that has, huh? I have to keep working hard to give them the shelter they deserve. Even if I can't take part in tonight's celebrations myself, I'm still going to give them a night to remember. Tonight's going to be a great night. Yeah! Woohoo! Oh, woo! So, that's it for the intro. I hope you liked it, and I'll be posting more of it in the future, irregularly, whenever I have time and stuff. If you haven't played the game and want to, there's the itch link in the description. If you want to get the most up-to-date version of the build, go and join my Patreon. You'll also get an invitation to our Discord server. And if you wanna grab the shirt, there's the link to the merch shop. And if you really want to, you can also subscribe to this channel, but you don't need to, but I can't stop you. So do whatever you want. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching it. Have a good day. See you next time. And awoo, mates.